When Melody Sherry decided to leave love and marriage, Huntsville, she did not just walk away from a reality show. She stepped away from the foundation she had helped build. From the very beginning, Melody was the heart of the series. Her personal struggles, business success, and fearless attitude made her the most talked about cast member. Whether it was her rocky marriage with Martel, her journey as an entrepreneur, or her willingness to stand up for herself, she kept fans glued to their screens. Viewers admired her strength and resilience, and even those who did not always agree with her still respected her presence. But now that Melody is gone, love and marriage, Huntsville is not the same. The energy that once made the show exciting feels lost. The ratings have dropped, and fans are not as engaged as before. Many longtime viewers have expressed disappointment, saying the show feels empty and forced without her. The remaining cast members have tried to carry on, but the storylines lack the depth and authenticity that Melody brought. Instead of focusing on personal growth and real-life challenges, the series now seems centered on forced drama that does not connect with the audience. The big question now is, can the show survive without its biggest star? Or is love and marriage, Huntsville, slowly losing what made it special? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear, Melody's impact on the show was undeniable. When Melody Sherry decided to leave love and marriage, Huntsville, she did not just walk away from a reality show. She stepped away from the foundation she had helped build. From the very beginning, Melody was the heart of the series. Her personal struggles, business success, and fearless attitude made her the most talked about cast member. Whether it was her rocky marriage with Martel, her journey as an entrepreneur, or her willingness to stand up for herself, she kept fans glued to their screens. Viewers admired her strength and resilience, and even those who did not always agree with her still respected her presence. But now that Melody is gone, love and marriage, Huntsville is not the same. The energy that once made the show exciting feels lost. The ratings have dropped, and fans are not as engaged as before. Many longtime viewers have expressed disappointment, saying the show feels empty and forced without her. The remaining cast members have tried to carry on, but the storylines lack the depth and authenticity that Melody brought. Instead of focusing on personal growth and real-life challenges, the series now seems centered on forced drama that does not connect with the audience. The big question now is, can the show survive without its biggest star? Or is love and marriage, Huntsville, slowly losing what made it special? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear, Melody's impact on the show was undeniable. Once upon a time, Love and Marriage Huntsville was the network's crown jewel, attracting record-breaking ratings and winning the hearts of many viewers. The show kept fans excited with its unique mix of successful Black business owners, strong friendships, and just the right amount of drama to keep things interesting. It had the energy of a soap opera but felt more real, making viewers feel deeply connected to the cast. However, what truly made Love and Marriage, Huntsville stand out was the intense and unfiltered dynamic between Melody and Martel Holt. Their real-life struggles, from their marriage problems to their business dealings, gave the show heart and authenticity. Carlos King, the mastermind behind the series, knew exactly how to create a reality show that felt raw and genuine. He brought the elite of Huntsville to television in a way that blended business, love, and conflict without feeling staged. Love and Marriage, Huntsville had the perfect mix of real friendships, major business moves, and dramatic conflicts that kept fans coming back for more. At the heart of it all was Melody Sherry. She was not just another cast member, she was the driving force of the show. As a businesswoman, Melody brought real success to the screen. She showed that reality television could highlight Black professionals thriving without losing the excitement that makes people tune in. Her ambition, intelligence, and resilience set her apart. As a wife, she gave viewers an inside look at one of the most talked-about marriages in reality TV history. Her complicated and often heartbreaking relationship with Martel Holt kept everyone on edge, wondering what would happen next. Every argument, every emotional moment, and every tough decision played out in front of millions, making her story impossible to ignore. Whether people supported her or criticized her, One thing was clear: Melody was the star. Without her, Love and Marriage, Huntsville would never have been the same. Melody and Martel's journey from affair to divorce was the heart of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Their messy and emotional breakup was not just a storyline, it was the main reason viewers stayed hooked. The numbers proved it. When their marriage started falling apart on screen, the show's ratings skyrocketed. Fans were not just watching, they were deeply invested. Every Saturday night, social media would explode with discussions about every argument, betrayal, and sharp comeback Melody delivered. People picked sides, analyzed their every move, and debated who was right or wrong. Melody was not just a reality star, she became a cultural moment, someone whose personal life sparked conversations far beyond the show. But as her fame grew, so did the pressure. Success always comes with a cost, and behind the cameras, things were far from perfect. The reality of living through a public divorce weighed on Melody, making it clear that fame and personal happiness do not always go hand in hand. Behind all the success, drama, and high ratings, tension was quietly growing between Melody and the show's creator, Carlos King. What once seemed like a strong partnership was slowly breaking apart. In the beginning, Carlos and Melody appeared to have the same vision: to turn Love and Marriage, Huntsville, into a major hit. They worked together, building a show that mixed business, relationships, and real-life struggles in a way that felt fresh and different. But as time went on, Melody started feeling like her personal life was being exploited for entertainment. Instead of being shown as a successful businesswoman and mother, she felt the focus was only on the chaos in her marriage. The more the show grew, the more she believed she was being used for drama rather than for her real journey. The situation escalated when Melody finally spoke out, publicly calling out Carlos for the way he was handling the show. From that moment, their relationship was never the same. Melody did not hold back when she spoke out against Carlos King. She accused him of focusing more on creating shocking and messy moments than on telling real and meaningful stories. In her eyes, Love and Marriage, Huntsville was no longer about showing successful Black professionals balancing business and relationships. It had turned into something else. She felt like she and her family were being used for drama, with little thought about how it might affect their future. To Melody, reality television should be a platform for growth, not a never-ending cycle of conflict and pain. She wanted to inspire and uplift, but Carlos seemed more interested in chaos. He has always been known for being deeply involved in his shows, but instead of addressing Melody's concerns, he doubled down. He believed that drama, conflict, and personal attacks were what kept people watching. Realizing she was part of something she no longer believed in, Melody knew it was time to walk away. Melody felt like she was losing control of her own story, and that was something she could not accept. Slowly, she started stepping back, creating distance between herself and the show. The issues between her and Carlos King were no longer just behind the scenes. She made it clear to fans that she was unhappy with how the show was being run, and once she spoke out, there was no turning back. This was a turning point for Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Fans, who had once been deeply invested in the show, began to notice the cracks. They started questioning whether the series was heading in the wrong direction without Melody leading the way. Her presence had always been the heart of the show, and without her, it felt different. No matter how hard Carlos tried to push the series forward, something important was missing. The energy, the authenticity, and the connection that kept fans watching were slowly fading. Just when fans thought the drama could not get any bigger, Melody decided to leave for good. After carrying Love and Marriage Huntsville on her back for years, Melody finally decided she had enough. But her exit did not happen all at once. For months, she had been giving hints and making mysterious comments that left fans guessing what would happen next. Fans started to wonder if Melody was thinking about leaving. For a long time, she had talked about wanting a fresh start, protecting her peace, and staying away from negativity. On social media, she shared messages about outgrowing situations that no longer helped her grow and cutting ties with anything that no longer served her. At the time, People thought she was just speaking in general, but looking back, it was clear that she had been preparing for this moment all along. Then, rumors started spreading that Carlos King was not happy about her decision to walk away. Some fans believed he tried to pressure her into staying, hoping to keep her locked into the show. Others thought he was upset and trying to get back at her for leaving. No one knew for sure what was happening behind the scenes, but one thing was certain: Melody was ready to move on, no matter what. Fans started to wonder if she was getting ready to leave. She often talked about choosing a new path, protecting her peace, and staying away from negativity. On social media, she shared messages about outgrowing certain situations and letting go of things that no longer helped her grow. Looking back, it was clear she had been getting ready for this moment for a long time. Then came the rumors that Carlos King was not happy about her decision to walk away. Some fans believed he tried to keep her trapped in the show, while others thought he was trying to get back at her. Melody never directly said that Carlos was working against her, but the way she spoke made people pay attention. She talked about powerful people trying to control the story and made it clear that she would never allow herself to be anyone's puppet. Though she did not name names, it was not hard for fans to guess who she was referring to. But Melody was not just walking away, she was walking away while she was still at the top of her game. While other cast members still relied on the show to stay relevant, Melody had built something much bigger. Her brand, 7th Avenue, was growing quickly, and she had created multiple income streams outside of reality television. She no longer needed a show to survive. If anything, it was love and marriage, Huntsville, that needed her. Without Melody, the series was losing its strongest and most influential star. Huntsville needed her. Melody was not just another reality star caught in a cycle of endless drama. She was smart about how she played the game. Instead of letting the show define her, she used it as a stepping stone to build her brand and secure her future. While others stayed stuck in the same arguments and messy situations, she focused on growth. By the time she made her exit official, she was not just walking away from the show, she was walking away as a boss, fully in control of her own destiny. But while Melody was thriving, Huntsville was beginning to fall apart. The balance she brought to the show was gone, and her absence created a domino effect that no one saw coming. If she thought she was leaving behind a well-oiled machine, she was mistaken. The moment she walked away, the drama spun out of control, and the show struggled to keep itself together without its strongest player leading the way. Everything started to fall apart. The balance that Melody brought to the show was gone, and without her, the drama became wild and completely out of control. What used to be structured and engaging reality television quickly turned into non-stop chaos. Scandals were coming one after another, and this was not just for the cameras, it was real-life messiness spilling out into the public. The first and most obvious change was Martel Holt's downward spiral. Without Melody there to keep him grounded, his personal struggles became even more public and much harder to ignore. He was no longer just a cast member dealing with relationship issues, his life was turning into a storm of bad choices. Legal troubles started stacking up, and his explosive online rants made him a constant topic of conversation. Every time fans thought things could not get worse, a new headline would prove them wrong. Rumors of arrests started spreading, his custody battle over the children became more intense, and his name stayed attached to controversy. Instead of growing from his mistakes, he kept repeating them, and without Melody to keep the focus on something bigger than just drama, love and marriage, Huntsville started to feel like a sinking ship. Martel's ongoing battles with his ex-wife kept the drama alive, but he was not the only one making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Other cast members found themselves caught up in cheating scandals, broken friendships, and shocking betrayals. What once felt like a show with a mix of business success and personal drama quickly turned into nothing but chaos. The balance that made love and marriage, Huntsville, stand out was completely gone. Instead of focusing on growth, entrepreneurship, and real-life struggles, the series became a messy cycle of arguments and negativity. The biggest issue was that the show had lost its heart. Melody's presence gave the show depth, and when she left, there was an empty space that no one else could fill. The storyline started to feel forced, Like producers were trying too hard to create drama instead of letting it unfold naturally. Fans began to notice, and their excitement for the show started to fade. Many questioned whether the series could survive without its leading star. As the ratings slowly shifted, it became clear that something was missing, and no amount of added drama could replace what Melody once brought to the show. Melody is dedicated to helping women become stronger. She often speaks about self-respect, healing, and understanding when it is time to walk away from unhealthy situations. Her words resonate with many, and her supporters admire her for standing firm in her beliefs. She has used her own experiences to teach valuable lessons, proving that growth and success come from knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. But is she completely finished with television? Not at all. Melody has made it clear that she would return, but only on her own terms. She refuses to be part of anything that does not align with her values. Many believe she is working on her own show, one that focuses on success, motivation, and personal growth rather than just endless drama. If that is true, it would make perfect sense. Melody has already built a strong brand outside of reality television, and a new show centered around her journey could be exactly what fans need. It would allow her to continue inspiring others while maintaining full control over how her story is told. Unlike traditional reality TV, which thrives on conflict, Melody's vision seems to be about uplifting and empowering people. If she does launch her own series, it could be a game changer. It would give viewers something fresh, real, and positive, something that goes beyond just arguments and scandals. One thing is certain, whatever Melody does next, she will do it her way. And Marriage Huntsville is still running, but without Melody, does it still have the same magic? Her presence kept everything together. She was not just another person in the middle of drama, she was the soul of the show. She made it feel real and gave fans something true to connect with. Whether people loved her or not, everyone could see that Melody made the show feel real. She had big goals, a strong personal story, and a way of keeping fans interested. Without her, Love and Marriage Huntsville seems lost, trying to bring the same excitement but struggling to do so. What do you think? Can the show go on without Melody, or is this the start of its downfall? Share your thoughts in the comments.